Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. I hope you're having a fantastic evening and you're getting ready for the racing out at the Greyville Poly. At Kenilworth, we had 5 winners, and we did say that it was a tricky card and that we weren't really going to get too much involved. So I hope you guys didn't either, because it was quite tricky results out there. So the Warricle's back with us tonight, thank goodness, and he's going to go through his 8-race program. He's tipped a bar pot, a PA, he's got a best bet and a value bet, so that's quite exciting. So I'm going to hand over to the Warricle right now.
Thank you, Del Boy. Racing comes to us from Greyville Poly on the 27th of October, Wednesday. It's an 8-race program. The first race starts at 12:35 and will be the first leg of the bar pot. My first selection in race 1 is number 5, Global Path. Has shown some decent form. Made good improvement last time at the Greyville turf track over this distance. Showed good speed. Lightly raced, and if taken to the Poly, could prove the one to beat here, with Keegan DeMiller retaining the right for Mark Dixon. For second, we're going to go for number 3, Ferrando. He ran third last time. He actually ran fourth because the first horse was disqualified. Guy Fox is running in this race. Jumped from a wide draw. Gave the rider torrid time. Kanya Sakai. Anton Marcus jumps on and will benefit from a strong jock here. Jumps from a neat draw of 3 and could make the necessary improvement here, being lightly raced, and will be the major threat to the 5. For third, we're going to go for the 4-year-old Bay Gelding Guy Fox, that was disqualified last time after winning, dropping some weights, and could be in the shake-up again. For fourth, I'm going to go for number 2, Atomic 45. Made fast improvements after a long rest, when only 2.5 lengths behind Master Kiku. Can make the necessary improvement here. Must be respected, with Ant Magudla on. Race 2. There's a maiden plate of 1,000 meters for fillies. 7 runners carded, but there's scratchings of 1 and 4. Reduces the field to 5 runners. First selection here is Peter Muscat trained Ethiopian Queen. Has had 3 decent runs. Found support in all 3 runs. Ran a good race last time over the 1200 at this track from a wide draw. Comes off a 12-week break. Drops back to the 1,000 meters. Could be difficult to beat here. For second, we're going to go for the consistent number 7, the Makwa Dove. Anton Marcus does duty here for Glenn Quatson. And if the 6 fluffs her lines, 7 will be there to pick up the pieces. For third, we're going to go for number 5, Ladies Day. 2 decent runs at this track. After a good second on debut over this course in distance to Barbacious, came out and won again, and the third horse has won subsequently, so must be included. For fourth, we're going to go for number 3, Shield Maiden. Muzieni retains the ride. Ran a decent enough race last time over course and distance, showing good pace. and must be respected. Race 3 is a maiden plate over 1,200 meters for fillies. My first selection here will be the Philomel trained number 4 Queen Mercury, currently at 13-10. 2 decent runs since coming off a short break. Placed over this course and distance last time. Will be spot on for this run. Gareth Wright's on board, and will be my narrow first selection here. For second, I'm going to go for a nice outsider here. Number 5, Snow Tune, Rachel Benneker for Michael Roberts. Has had some moderate form. Ran over the mile last time at Maritzburg. Did make a debut at this track over 1,000 meters, 4 runs back. And could improve back, dropping down to the 1,200. And running fresh, may threaten here. For third, we're going to go for number 6, Just a Wind. Warren Kennedy runs for Nathan Quatson here. Fair comeback run at Maritzburg. Will strip a lot fitter today. Warren Kennedy jumps on board. Has placed at this track before, so must be included. For fourth, we're going to go for number 2, Shaken Not Stirred. Having her peak run. Last time over 1,000 meters. Showed good pace. And may fool the back end of trifectas and quartets here to be so Gumede aboard. Race 4 is a maiden plate over 1,800 meters for fillies and mares. 8 runners carded, currently 1 scratching of number 5. My first selection here will be number 6, Bold Boundaries. Simango Kamalo gets a ride for Com Nadu here. Has shown moderate form over much shorter. Gets the blinkers removed last time. After last time not really enjoying them. And now reverts to the extra ground. In the small field. Been lightly raced. Could upset you at currently at 11-2. Second, we're gonna go for number 7, Red Hot Chili Girl. Rachel Benneker jumps back on board. Has been running on the grass recently. Did flop and only run over the mile at this track. But must be respected with this informed apprentice on board. Third, we're going to go for RQ Mbula, Bessie Fazana, Duncan Howell's trained daughter of Master of My Fate. Showing signs that the 3-year-old Bay filly is ready to win. Steps up and trip. And if appreciating the extra, could be in the shake-up here. For fourth, we're going to go for the well-tried number 3, Maxine Dumond. Keegan DeMello retains the ride. Consistent form. Is versatile. And must be included in all bets. Race 5 a merit rated 65 handicap of 2,000 meters for fillies and mares. This is a wide open race. My narrow first selection here will be the Komnadu train number 3, Rainbow Unicorn. Muzieni knows this 5-year-old bay mare very well. If you look at some of her runs, jumping from some wide draws, her penultimate over the 1700 meters at this track was considered unlucky as she clipped heels at the mile mark, lost in that run. Definitely will be my first selection in a wide open race. Yeah, so hopefully Muzi gets his daughter of captain of all home for us. For second, we're going to go for the interesting booking here of Simanga Kamala for Greyville van Zyl, number 9. A little bit naughty. Jumped from a wide draw last time at over 2,000 meters on the gravel grass. First time out the maidens. Has placed at this track earlier in her career and been lightly raced. Could upset you in this type of field. For third, we're going to go for number 10, Space Oddity. Ultra consistent. Has placed over this distance and has won at this track. Must be respected with 1.5 claimer Carl Stratham aboard. For fourth, we're going to go for number 5, Paul Gasby's Isla Marauder. Showing signs of coming back to her best recently. Has won twice at this track, but has never won over the distance. Race number 6, the merit race is 69 handicap, over 1,600 meters for fillies and mares. This is where my best bet kicks in for the day. Number 2, To The Max. Simanga Kamala jumps back on board for Wendy Whitehead, this daughter of Judpot. If we're reproducing a penultimate run at this track over 1,700, and despite a saddle slip, would have probably have won that race. Could get this one right today with Simanga Kamala on board. Jumps from a neat draw of 2. Second selection will be the recent maiden winner, Chelsea Flower. Won nicely over the course and distance, despite being cut into. Has scope. The Sean Veal aboard, retaining the ride. Could prove a threat here. For third, we're going to go for number 7, Hot Money. Good run last time at this track over 1,700 from a wide draw. Has won over the course and distance. Must be respected with Donovan Delania. For fourth, we're going to go for number 8, Orange Bowl. Made a moderate debut in a handicap run here. Last time from a wide draw, giving the impression that this 4-year-old bay filly will enjoy the extra and may full back end of trifectas and quartets. Race 7 is a merit rated A6 handicap of 1,400 meters for fillies and mares. My first selection here will be number 8, Another Love. Simanga Kamala reeled off 2 great wins in a row And this 4-year-old chestnut filly will be looking for the hat trick. She has been penalized £4, but looks progressive and looks set to win again. For second, I'm going to go for number 2, Lady Legend. 2 good comeback runs. Last time, a nice close-up third over the course and distance, just under length to Jackson Wells. Rachel Venniker jumps on board with the 2.5 claim, and if allowed to get away, may upset you. But this 5-year-old bay mare is currently 3-1, so is respected by the bookmakers in the betting. For third, we're going to go for number 1, Boldy Go, showing signs of coming back to her best. Has had one run over the distance, but hasn't won. Hasn't won at this track either. But with a light weight of 52, gave impression that this daughter of Bolsovano may appreciate the extra ground. Could upset at best. For fourth, we're going to go for number 7, Ooh La La. Doug Campbell's string seems to be coming back to form. The 6-year-old baby comes back from a 29-week rest. She does have issues with Muzi on board, and if repeating the run on the 1st of November last year, when a good third to Admire Me could end up in the shake-up here. The 8th race is the Merit Race 96 handicap for 1,200 meters. I always say the last leg of the pick 6 exotics go for the field. This is where my value bet kicks in. It'll be number 4, Ad Altissimo. Comes off a 13-week break. 3 of his 4 wins have come over the course and distance. Has been running to a lot stronger. And is well handicapped here. Hopefully Rachel gets her home for us in this tricky last leg of the pick 6. For second, we're going to go for the evergreen number 6, Mashari. Ultra consistent. Loves this course and distance, as 2 of his wins have come over this course and distance, and could prove to be a threat here with Warren Kennedy aboard. Third, we're going to go for 7, Hard to Play. Moderate recent form, did show signs of coming back to his best last time. Had some excuses. Did jump from a wide draw. Much better draw today. And is a 3-time winner of the course and distance, including all bets. And for fourth, we're going to go for number 10, Anton Marcus. Consistent form. Has won over the course and distance. May enjoy running fresh again. Gets a booking of Anton Marcus and must be included here. Thank you, and back to Delboy.
Thanks for that, the Warrical. We really appreciate your input and also your long hours of studying for the punters. Hopefully they're going to be steered in the right direction at the Greyville Poly. Don't forget, the bar pot and the PA is a skeleton, so you can add and take a percentage. The best bet, race 6, number 2, to the max, 11-2. The value bet, race 8, number 4, Ad Altissimo, at 8-1. Guys, if you're liking our content, Please like the video, subscribe, and share with your mates. By liking the video, it gives us more confidence and gives us momentum into the next race meeting. Remember, there is more racing out at the Vaal on Thursday, so we'll look forward to that. But we'll see how we go at the Greyville Poly. Remember, we are in a nice profit already this month. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to wait until the end of the month. And remember, we've got some exciting things coming up for our loyal subscribers. If you make a comment, make sure that it's a positive comment, guys. You know that it's horse racing and we're not going to be perfect every time. So try and make positive comments. We are probably, if not the best tipping channel out there for value and for profit. So if you're a real race goer and you enjoy your racing, you'll know this. So enjoy, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.